You see that vibrant green label and your brain thinks healthy. You see fresh fruit splashing into a swirl of yogurt and you think natural. You grab the high protein bar instead of the regular one, feeling pretty smart about your choice. But what if I told you that these images and words aren't just ads? They're psychological triggers, carefully designed to sneak past your rational brain and influence what you buy. Now, are they technically subliminal messages? Like words flash too fast for you to see? Not exactly. Most of these tactics are right there in plain sight. But they operate on a subconscious level, tapping into your emotions and instincts to guide your choices without you even realizing it. You're being fed these messages every single day, and in this video we're going to expose them. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how food companies use color, words, and images to shape what you eat, even when you think you're choosing freely. We'll break down 5 of the most common psychological tricks used to make junk food look healthy, and simple ways to spot and avoid them in your daily life. So, who's behind all this? Behind every ad and every package is a team of marketers and psychologists. And let's be clear, their number one goal isn't your health, it's your wallet. They are masters of influence. They know how color, language, and images can tap into your subconscious desires and fears to get you to buy. It's not about facts, it's about creating a feeling. They want you to associate their product with happiness, comfort, or a healthy lifestyle, even if the nutrition label tells a very different story. They've discovered just how powerful this is. Some studies suggest that up to 90% of the snap judgments we make about products can be based on color alone. Our brains can be primed to crave things without our conscious permission. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the 5 biggest mind games the food industry uses to trick you into thinking you're eating healthy. Now, let's start with the most obvious one. First up, the most common trick in the book, the strategic use of color. Ever notice how foods marketed as healthy, natural, or eco-friendly are almost always packaged in shades of green and brown? That's not a coincidence. Psychologically, we're hardwired to associate green with nature, freshness, and well-being. Brands like Whole Foods have built their entire identity on this perception. But here's the aha moment. It's a deliberate tactic called greenwashing. Marketers use the color green to create a health halo over a product, whether it's deserved or not. A sugary cereal will come in a green box with pictures of rolling fields. A candy bar made with plant-based ingredients will be wrapped in earthy green tones. Your brain sees the green and subconsciously thinks, "This is good for me," making you less likely to actually read the fine print on the label. They're betting on the fact that our brains process color much faster than text. Green is a visual shortcut, meant to make you feel good about your choice before you've even had a chance to think. Now let's move to something a little more subtle. The second trick is one of the most powerful cognitive biases they use against us: the health halo effect. This is when one single positive-sounding word on a package makes you believe the entire product is healthy. Think organic, gluten-free, low-fat, or made with real fruit. And here's the trap. The second we see that magic word, our critical thinking tends to switch off. When you see organic on a box of cookies, your brain might automatically assume it has fewer calories, even though organic sugar is still sugar. You see made with real fruit on a gummy snack and ignore the fact that the first ingredient is actually corn syrup. A lawsuit against Nature's Path Foods highlighted this perfectly, alleging that their organic toaster pastries, marketed as a healthy option, were packed with high amounts of added sugar. Fast food chains seen as healthier, like Subway, also benefit from this halo, often causing people to underestimate the calories in their meal and add on higher calorie extras. The halo gives us permission to feel less guilty and often to eat more than we normally would. Our goal is to help people feel better and live healthier through simple, accessible choices. Not fear or restriction, but awareness and balance. If you're finding this useful so far, like this video, share it with someone who tries to eat healthy but might be falling for these illusions, and subscribe to stay informed. Your engagement helps more people break free from this kind of manipulation. Now, let's talk about something marketers truly excel at: wordplay. Next up is a personal favorite of mine: deceptive word games. Marketers are experts at twisting language to imply a health benefit that isn't really there. Take the claim, "no added sugar." Sounds great, right? But it doesn't mean the product is sugar-free. It can still be loaded with naturally occurring sugars from things like fruit concentrates, which have the same effect on your body. A smoothie might brag about having the equivalent of 1/3 cup of fruit, but a quick look at the ingredients shows it contains more glucose syrup than actual fruit puree. Another classic is the word natural. This is a marketing term, not a nutritional one, and it's so vague it's practically meaningless. Arsenic is natural. High fructose corn syrup comes from corn, a natural plant. Then there's the long and confusing list of sugar aliases: evaporated cane juice, malt syrup, crystal dextrose, all designed to hide just how much sugar is in a product. And watch out for made with whole grains. This often just means a tiny amount of whole grain has been thrown in with mostly refined white flour. These word games are designed to create an impression of health without the substance to back it up. Now here's where the illusion gets visual. You've seen it 1,000 times. The juicy, perfect burger in a commercial that looks nothing like the sad, squashed version you get in the box. Or the package showing vibrant, fresh vegetables being tossed into a sauce when the reality is just a sprinkle of vegetable powder. This is another trick, using misleading imagery to create false expectations and emotional connections. Food styling is an art form dedicated to making food look impossibly perfect. But it goes deeper. Marketers sometimes embed images to trigger subconscious feelings. For instance, the Tostitos logo famously hides two people dipping a chip into a bowl of salsa, creating an association with friendship and parties. And after Wendy's rebranded in 2012, many people swear they can see the word "mom" subtly woven into the collar of Wendy's shirt. Wendy's, for their part, has said this was completely unintentional, but once you see it, it's hard to unsee. These images work below the surface. They aren't selling nutrition, they're selling a feeling: nostalgia, community, or comfort. This next part goes even deeper into human instincts. The final set of tricks plays on our deepest instincts: the fear of missing out and our need to belong. Say hello to scarcity and social proof. Have you ever seen an ad that screams "limited time offer"? That's a classic scarcity tactic. It creates a sense of urgency, making you feel like you have to act now or you'll lose your chance. It bypasses rational thought and pushes you toward an impulse buy. Then there's social proof. We're herd animals. We trust what other people are doing. Marketers use this by slapping phrases like #1 bestseller on their products, or by running ads filled with happy, attractive people all enjoying the same snack. Celebrity endorsements and influencer marketing are just the modern version of this. When you see someone you admire promoting a healthy drink, it gives the product a stamp of approval. It's a powerful nudge to join the in crowd and make the right choice, even if that choice is based on a carefully constructed illusion. Now that you've seen how deep these tactics go, let's talk about how to fight back. So, how do you fight back against these invisible forces? It all starts with awareness. Now that you can see the tricks, you can start to take away their power. First, a simple rule. The front of the box is for show, the back of the box is for the know. Make it a habit to ignore the marketing on the front and turn the product over. The truth is always in the nutrition facts and the ingredients list. Look for the added sugars. Second, understand the ingredients list. It's always in order from most to least. If sugar or one of its many sneaky aliases is in the top 3 ingredients, you know what that product is really made of. Put it back. Third, question everything. When you see a green label, ask yourself, is this actually healthy or is it just greenwashed? When you see a claim like high protein on a bar, check how much is really in there and what else is tagging along, like huge amounts of sugar or saturated fat. And finally, the ultimate defense: focus on whole foods. The easiest way to avoid deceptive marketing is to buy foods that don't need a label in the first place. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. The less packaging there is, the less marketing you're exposed to. You are now armed with the knowledge to see past the noise. You have the power to take back control. You don't have to fear the system, you just have to see through it. Awareness is power, and your choices are stronger than their ads. These tactics are everywhere, and they're incredibly effective. But by understanding the psychology behind them, you can become a more conscious consumer. You can start choosing food based on facts, not the fantasy that marketers are paid millions to create. When you start noticing these patterns, something changes. You stop being controlled and start choosing. If this video opened your eyes, like it, share it, and subscribe for more deep dives that help you stay aware and free. And when you're done, go take a look in your own pantry. You might be shocked at what you find. Thank you for watching.